Previously on Eden.
Oh, there she is! Oh, she's so cute! Maid! Yes! Because we needed more! Like the way she can bounce between being utterly serious and just like a bubbly maid or whatever reminds me so much of Holo. What kind of bullcrap is this? I wanted to see party. I wanted to have that cake. Sleepyhead? You mean she sleeps? Oh my god! Oh, so I am to be the enforcer! Yeah! Ooh, yeah! Unmoving eyes. Well, I don't think they could really move a lot. I mean, the pupil takes up 90% of the entire eye. A monster. I'm a monster! That way I can orgasm to such things without having it be awkward. It was a sandwich! A man's best friend. Egg, ham, lettuce with cucumber, and salmon? There is no more need to have any other sandwiches in this world.
And our story continues.
Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, Jake of the One-Man Band is back again, playing some more Eden. In the last episode, we had an amazing sandwich, and we figured out that Alicia knew our sister somehow. We're gonna have to explore that even more in this episode. We'll probably never meet again. Who said that, though? I still remember how somber her voice was as she said that. Alicia was walking the corridor, thinking over those words she had suddenly remembered. Because you saw her brother? Yes? Which side would Rio Harana take? What do you mean which side? I'll take the side that I'm ordered to take, because I don't have free will. I only follow orders, apparently. It had been on her mind for a while now, but it appeared as if the answer had come forth on its own. He hadn't forgotten about Natsume. His memories had surely distorted over the past several years, and they were likely fading little by little. But a shadow of Natsume still remained in Ryo Harana's heart. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think he would ever forget his sister. Thank goodness. Why? Is it good that he has that part of him still inside? Is that the part of him inside that's still human? That isn't a monster. Those words accidentally escaped her lips. They were directed both to her and towards herself. Her is in Natsume, I'm imagining. Ryo Harana, just maybe, he could be the chosen one, for his midichlorians count is off the charts. What? And you're sweating too. What could it possibly be? Suddenly there was a snag in her step. Did you trip on the carpet? I do that sometimes. She placed her hand on the wall, bracing herself, and somehow maintained her balance. What's going on? What be happening? Oh my, what am I doing? I don't know. What are you doing? Her breathing was labored. Sweat ran across her forehead and back. Are you dying? Are you dying, having a heart attack? Or is it just that time of the month? I mean, I don't know. How troubling. Now of all times. Well, it comes at the most opportune times. Both, heart attacks and the other thing. The periods. Sure, yeah. I have yet to take in the laundry, too. No! The laundry won't be done! Dang it. Elica smiled, nonetheless. It was almost a point of her pride for her, who had resolved to smile no matter what. Why you fade to white? Why was I in such a place? I leaned against the wall and pondered. Why am I in... Oh, we're talking with Sean. See, look at that computer! That is a better computer than the one we have. We just have like a crummy laptop thing in our room. The sound of Sean striking her keyboard was all that can be heard in this room, which could be called all too spacious. I mean, look at the size of that bed! You don't need that big a bed, little girl. You're so small. You can have a kid's bed. She needs a step stool to get into the cupboards of her wardrobe. That's funny. Click, 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 click. Her slender white hands continued moving, never halting. We are in her room? What is this? She never invites anyone into her room, especially men. I think I'm coming down with a case of the vapors. I wonder. Yes?
Yeah.
No, it's nothing. Did I disturb you? You're fine. What I'm doing right now isn't required, doesn't require much thought. Shion did not stop typing as she answered. Well, at least she can multitask. Why don't you sit down? Do you intend to keep standing like that until your shift ends in the morning? Possibly. I'm fine. It's no problem. I'm perfectly fine at standing. I respond, still leaning against the wall. Well, leaning, it's kind of like standing, but you're supporting yourself with a wall or something else that's standing upright vertically from the ground. In the days since I was wandering from battlefield to battlefield, there were times when I would continuously walk for 10 days while moving from one front to the next. I just kept walking, and it was a lonely road, the only road that I have ever known. It didn't bother me much. If you're fine, then don't talk to yourself. It's creepy. That was terribly rude of me, talking to myself. Who was I? What was I thinking? Yes, quite. I'm telling you, dude, you should have brought your DS. You could have played Smash Brothers while you were standing there. It didn't seem like I'd be able to get used to these circumstances. My partner, Lavi, was standing alert in the adjacent parlor, as always. And she don't get to come in here! Ha 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 hee hee hee! Guess who does? If you were to ask why I was alone, why I alone was in Shion's off-limit room, would you mind if I weren't simply talking to myself, but had a question? For you, specifically? Anything so long as it isn't vulgar. Well, I'll try to keep my dirty mind in check, dear lady. This girl really did have a sharp tongue on her. So what is it? Is Elica okay? Yeah, what happened to Elica? Elica appeared to be in bad shape and was resting in the medical office. It was a heart attack! I knew it! I knew it! Yeah, please tell us she's gonna be okay. I was actually starting to like her. The Major had wanted me to stay by Shion's side since Elica would be off for the night. I could not refuse when the Major requested that of me. Does this happen to her often? You know, her just collapsing? Almost never. She doesn't carry a physician's license, but she is trained in medicine. She can deal with most issues on her own. I see. But the doctor still needs other doctors to help him with his own doctoring stuff. Shion's manner of talk was quite mechanical, like there was almost no emotion in it. Maybe because there isn't. Both of you are emotionless workaholics. You're perfect for each other. Now why don't you kiss already? It was like she had more feeling in her voice the other night. Or maybe there was just more majesty to it. Wait, so you're saying that she's in such bad shape that she can't treat herself? What? She seems to be quite fatigued lately. Well, maybe she should sleep more. Maybe if she didn't have to cater to your every whim, she could sleep for once. Straight to the point. She doesn't even seem concerned about Elica. But we know deep down inside she is. How unexpected. Was she the cold type? I think she's more the reserved type. You seem quite concerned about her. Well, she did make me a sandwich. Not particularly. Bro, she made you a sandwich? That means you should care about her and her well-being for the sandwiches. You are. She knows. Don't lie to her. Apathetic, but she definitely said it. It would be a lie to say that she wasn't on my mind, but Apparently Elica proposed to the major that you stay in this room tonight. That was unexpected. It's almost like she knew she was going to have heart problems. The plot thickens, my friends. Sean's hand suddenly stopped. Uh-oh, I think we done something. I could have sworn you didn't want anyone but Elica entering this room. Elica seems to trust you. She was quick with her responses. So I trust you as well. That's all. And now she stands up. She made a few taps at the keyboard and then stood up. Now that you're off the computer, I suggest we play checkers. Or chess, whatever is more suited to you. She walked over and stood beside me. What is it? Would you like to talk a little? Yes! Yes, I would love that! This is how relationships are formed. You talk to people. Now if only I could find a girl to talk to. I don't mind. Aren't you busy? I am. But it is a rare occasion, you know, to actually have another human being to talk to besides Elica. For someone besides Elica and the major to be in here. Who called it? I need to write for video games. Time and time again I've done this. I've predicted what they were gonna say. Elica's kind to any and everyone. The staff and soldiers here all seem fond of her. However, even if she is admired, she has never actually fallen for anyone. That's the kind of person Elica is. That's the kind of person she has always been. Kind to everyone, but not so kind that she would give herself to anyone? You've been together since you were little, right? We've been together about 100 years now, I suppose. They're really old friends. And for two girls to be friends for over 100 years, without them like getting on each other's nerves or killing each other, or stealing each other's boyfriends, that's amazing. You are truly 100 years. Although I knew Felix's and enjoyed perpetual youth and longevity, or is it longevity? Longevity or longevity? I'm not sure. It was still a surprise to actually hear it. From my point of view, 100 years was the same as an eternity. Well, technically, I guess, since you would probably only live that long, if that, if you were lucky. The girl before my eyes, she had lived that long? Over 100 years. That is a great. Approximately 3,000 Felixes have been produced. Amongst these, around 100 are the same genetic, with the same genetic base exist. Alright, the same? So they're clones of each other? Does that mean Elica's one of those 100? And I am as well. Though I say the base is identical, we became completely different individuals due to the genetic modifications. So they started with the same thing, but they still became different people due to genetic modification and upbringing? I can only guess it was kind of like the Republic Commandos from Star Wars Republic Commandos, the game and the book. How they're pretty much all clones of Jango Fett, but they each have different personalities and even different voices. Which that game is amazing. I love that game. They need to make a sequel. From the base, if the base is the same, does that make you and Elica sisters? No. More like twins? No, clones. Bro. You can see for yourself just how the modifications turned out. Shion tilted her head, looking somewhat bothered. Shion and Elica's physiques certainly were far too different to call them twins. Well, you're short, and she's tall, and she's better endowed than you, to say the least. But you have that cute little thing going on for you. I'm just saying. The Felix's physical growth halts at age 20, and they do not age any further than that. Elica grew normally as far as Felix's go, but an error may have occurred with my genes. Okay, that's not good, which meant her growth halted at a considerable early stage. I'm thinking maybe... Dude, I'm not even gonna guess. I cannot get girls' ages right. And when it comes to anime girls, it's even harder. So, I'm not even gonna try. Even though I've been alive for 100 years, the fact that children's clothes still suit me is rather amusing. Elica was born a little before me, since I have always looked this way. She enjoys playing the big sister. Well, that's nice. That's cool. It could be kind of annoying. Well, yeah, it could be, but sisters are... There's something about sisters that is just, like, amazing. Because I got two sisters, they got the whole thing going on, and it's just amazing. I had the feeling Elica was a bit of a big sister to everyone, personally. Elica and I were always raised in the same place and ever since. No, it's more like I was raised by her. Well, isn't it better to be raised by someone who actually loves you instead of by a bunch of scientists and computers? They really did seem to have been together a very long time. Elica said she was a maid, but she was actually a foster parent of sorts. That's why I believe what she says, and I trust anyone she trusts. I don't have a poor impression of Elica, but I don't know you very well at all. So, we should get to know each other. And I don't think you should trust someone like me when neither of us know each other very well either. Then, introduce yourself. Get to know each other, my dear children! I'm tired of doubting people. She said that without hesitation. Dude, she's been alone all her life, and she's trying to be your friend. Why is he gotta be so stupid? Getting tired of it isn't the issue. It's essential to protect yourself. Or perhaps you're not afraid of getting hurt. I don't think she's ever gotten hurt in her life. I am. There is no such thing as someone who is not afraid of getting hurt, even if they are a god or a saint. Existing in this world, getting hurt and fear of getting hurt, they're a set package. You cannot separate them. If you're afraid, shouldn't you at least take some precautions? It's been because I know how meaningless doubt is. Trust may be just as meaningless, but it is far more comfortable than continuing to live in fear. See? Like I said, she's trying to make friends! She's trying to make friends! You are probably the first person who's been in that room for a very long time. Well, besides the major, but still. And it's like, she wants to be your friend! Why can't you accept this? Come on! How can you say no to that face? That is why I have two opinions. I can either trust or not care. Two very extreme opinions, if you ask me. Where's those pens? Of course, I don't have a pen, so I can't write stuff down. But anyway, I'll remember. You're quite apathetic towards your guests. The fact she almost never showed herself was good evidence of that. That was all the more reason I felt it was strange to be right in front of her like this. Indeed, from my perspective, the soldiers protecting this research facility are more like prison wardens than guards. Wardens? Not just... Wait. Explain, please. But that's done and over with. If I cannot stop the end, if I cannot change fate, then I want to be involved in what will come. At least a little. At least, that's how I feel. What are you saying? Explain, please. The end? The end of the world? She must have meant how the end of the world was drawing near. No. We are all going to go into space before it ended. To space! Come on, fun in space, all the time, all the day. A new world would be waiting for us there. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no. I see ellipses. Shouldn't you know by now? Rumors are dreadful things. I didn't really intend to hide it, but it doesn't bother me if people know either. So, you're really? She didn't seem upset. So, is she saying she's gonna stay on Earth for the end of the world? Is that what she's saying? Why did it seem like she might even be enjoying herself? It wouldn't be strange if I were to die soon. Why? Why was this girl able to easily speak of her own death? Because she's been alive for a very long time, and she's come to terms with her fate, whatever it may be. Had death become irrelevant since she had lived such a long life? Why do you look so surprised? It's because she's older than you, dude. She's been around longer. She's wiser than you. Because you said something surprising. Really? Well, I could see it being surprising if you were a normal person. What do you mean? She was saying I was abnormal somehow? I heard a bit of your personal history from Elica. You wandered through quite a few battlefields in your youth, right? Technically, he's still in his youth. You must have seen quite a few people prepared to lose their lives. The battlefield is a place where death is a given and people try frantically to survive. There is nobody who doesn't fear getting hurt, and there are certainly no people who aren't afraid of dying. The words, "I don't want to die," weren't exactly foreign to my ears. No matter how much of a big talker a soldier was going out, they always came back a frail, hollowed shell of a man after they'd been touched by the Reaper. Well, hey, death smiles upon us all. All we can really do is smile back. That's what I try to do. Smile back. The battlefield was a great place for wilting down egos and revealing people's true natures. Everyone is afraid of dying. Even you? Are we truly afraid of dying? She gave me a stare so serious I hadn't expected it. And feeling a bit anxious, nodded slightly. So you are afraid of dying. I see. So I was wrong. About what? These days, when you volunteered for the bloodiest assignments, took on the blunt of the conflicts with terrorists who would act by any means necessary, and just kept on fighting with all you had. If you weren't trying to be a hero, then were we trying to die? I can't think of any other reason than hurrying your own death. Did we wish for death? Is that why we always took on those assignments? She was serious, but still seemed somehow amused. Like a child who had just found a new toy. Technically, we are her plaything. She's got us wrapped around her finger. We're in her room, ladies and gentlemen. She is wiser than us, and she can probably talk around us. Just a cruel innocence was dwelling within her eyes. I'm a soldier, so I went to war as I was told. Besides, if I wanted to die, I'd had plenty of opportunities. Really? I think that was your ego that wouldn't allow it. But I'll stop. Those who accept death and those who rush to death, I thought they were somehow similar, but this proves that to be an unproductive conversation. No, there's no such thing as an unproductive conversation. You have indeed learned something. Her expression vanished and she closed her mouth. But when she tried to push off the wall, she staggered. Catch her, boy! Yes! Good job, son! Good job. I rushed to catch her slender shoulders. No, it was more like I caught her in my arms. Like her entirety? Because she looks pretty small when you're just holding her. You're just like, hi. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just holding you, and we're just gonna blink for a while. Yes, it's been a while since either of us blinked. There, I blinked. And you blinked. Good, we're still alive. A quiet yelp escaped her, and I apologized on reflex. But I had not yet released her. The strength had completely left her body. She was putty in my arms. It's been a long time. A long time. What has? Yeah, what has? Since I've been touched by a man? No, by anyone other than ELICA. How does it feel? How are you feeling right now? What feelings are going through your head and body? Tell me, please. If it is unpleasant, I'll let you go right away. However, please stand up first. I'll be okay. Thank you. Now, this picture right here, I find just so adorable. I don't know why, it just is. Her voice trailed off as little as I let her go. Her face was turning ever so slightly red. Should I call a doctor? Because, you know, you just kind of tripped a little, and I caught you. We should definitely call a doctor, get a full prognosis, get a CAT scan going on, maybe check some blood. No. This is a relatively common occurrence. I might be a little tense since you're here today. I don't know, but for some reason, right now, like, with this angle, and this lighting, and how she's, like, shown, she looks older than she did, like, before. Like, she looks more mature right here. I don't know why. I mean, the art is so good! She played around with her bangs and her with her slender fingertips and faced me after a deep breath. See, now she looks young again. Warrant Officer Harana?
Hi.
Yes? Did you know why you were called here? To protect you? To defend this research facility? She shook her head. No. You're here for another reason. This research facility will soon complete its mission. This place will soon be shut down. And we'll be out of a job. Oh, dang. I don't know, but that seems like a good place to end this episode. The place will be shut down, my friends. What does that mean? What does that mean for us? What does that mean for the new parts of the game? Let's see. I'll name it Out of a Job. Okay, there we go. Alrighty guys, that's gonna be the end of this episode. Be sure to like and favorite if you've enjoyed, subscribe, of course. This game is amazing. It's more of a visual novel, it's not really a game. There's not really much interactivity, but still, I'm still enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it. I'll see you guys next time out there in YouTube land. Be a good person, tip your waitresses, keep moving forward. I'll see you next time. Yeah!